All right, guys, it's Wednesday, June 17th. Hope you're having a happy hump day today. Let's get right into our workout. Hopefully we're not too sore from all the work we've done so far this week. Shouldn't stop you today, though, because we got some more of a bodybuilding type setup for you today to kind of keep the intensity low, but get you some good work in. So we're going to start out with our gymnastics warm-up. We do have dynamic range of motion. I believe we start with a run. No, we do not start with a run. So dynamic range of motion. Then we're going to move right into a 10-minute AMRAP. 10-minute AMRAP. So for those that are in the gym or those at home that have rings, you're going to do a 15 to 20-second static ring hold in the top of the rings. Try to get your hands slightly turned out, shoulders pinned back, and hold yourself in that position. Then we're going to move into 15 hollow rocks. On the hollow rock, really focus on keeping your toes pointed, rocking back and forth, getting your butt off the ground, and then shoulders off the ground, back and forth. If you have trouble with that movement, let's just do a 15 to 20-second hold instead. And then we're going to do what I'm calling a 10 times foot elevated walk into a pike using a 20 to 24-inch box. All that means for you, you start out in a plank position, walk yourself into a pike, walk yourself back out to a plank for 10 reps. On the 10th one, when you're in that pike position, you're going to do 10 shoulder taps right there. If it makes it easier for you to cross your arms, go ahead and do that. We're going to hit that for 10 minutes. If you don't have any equipment, instead of the ring holds, you're going to do a 30-second plank transition. That's simply holding a plank, dropping down, coming back up to each side for 30 seconds. 15 hollow rocks, and then 10 reps walking into a pike. If you don't have a box, just put your feet on the ground, walk yourself into a pike position. You can utilize something like a couch, your bed, something in the garage that may help you get your feet up if you have that. Usually we can find something around the house to elevate our feet, but if you don't have that, you can just do it on the ground. And then 10 shoulder taps when you get done. Then we're going to do 5 big sets. Alternating goblet step-ups. We're going to hold our kettlebell or your dumbbell. We're going to step up, alternating our legs. Preferably this weight is fairly heavy, because everything else you can do at a moderately heavy weight given what we have. 10 Bulgarian split squats with that same weight. And if you're in here, you feel free to adjust weights as you need to. Foot elevated, coming down, touching that kettlebell to the ground. Or if you have a dumbbell, just get down to your comfort, back up. If you're not balanced enough to do that, we're going to get here, come down, up, just touch your knee to the ground, and up. And then lastly, if you are comfortable with that, but a weight makes it uncomfortable, just do those Bulgarian split squats without a weight. Then we'll have single leg deadlifts, standing in position, coming down, touching the ground, coming back up. 10 on each side. Notice there's no bend, hardly any bend in my leg for each side. And then 10 single arm bent rows right here on each side, followed by a 3-minute rest. So today's work is very bodybuilding in nature, and I want you to take advantage of that. Work on these movements because they're going to help balance things out. Also, play around with some weights. Make this a little uncomfortable for you. Not so uncomfortable, it's damaging. Just enough that, a 26-pound weight was super light. I could comfortably use maybe a 53 for this. And just adjust as you need to. I think your one limitation on this is going to be the split squats. If you don't have anything to step up on, you can just do goblet lunges. I didn't mention it in there as I'm looking at. I'll go back and fix that. But instead of step-ups, just do goblet lunges if you don't have a box. For those with no equipment, grab an odd object. 10 alternating odd object lunges. odd object lunges. Okay, so grab something around the house. 10 Bulgarian split squats with an odd object, just like I showed. It can be anything. Just find something. And if you're not comfortable with weight, do it without it. 10 single leg deadlifts with an odd object, and then 10 single arm bent rows with an odd object. This is kind of fun because you can literally use anything around the house and play around with certain things. Odd objects are cool because they apply to everyday life when we're having to move stuff around the house, pick your kids up, that kind of stuff. We're going to finish all that up with a 4-minute seated pancake stretch. That is simply sitting on the ground with your feet as wide as you're comfortable and reaching and just letting yourself fall into that movement, especially as time goes on and we loosen up more and more, also known as a passive stretch. Even if I have to say it again, use that HomeWOD at some point today. It's there for you. It's a good beneficial tool. But I hope you have fun with this one today, and I hope you understand that not every day has to be super killer. There's intention behind all of these workouts, whether it's super intense, whether it's interval style, strength only, or purely conditioning. It's a good day to work on some imbalances as well. All of this stuff, if you look at it over a period of time, adds up, not just that week or that day. So I hope you have a good Wednesday. Hope to see you in here, or hope to see you doing it at home. We'll catch you tomorrow.